Welcome to We Talk DevOps, brought to you by IT Outposts. We will explore how companies can succeed in the digital era by implementing DevOps, without complex jargon, to give you a clear and accessible understanding of these processes. I'm Alex, your host, and my voice is powered by 11 Labs. Have you heard the word Kubernetes and felt a pang of anxiety? Maybe you've thought it seems overly complex, difficult to maintain, and requires an expert-level DevOps team. We want to address some of the main fears around Kubernetes head-on and explain why they're misguided. Fear number 1, Kubernetes is too expensive for hiring experts, deployment, and maintenance. This is simply not true. While there's an upfront investment, Kubernetes actually allows you to consolidate your infrastructure onto fewer machines by optimizing resource utilization. IT Outposts has helped many clients reduce their cloud costs after migrating to Kubernetes. If you're planning to scale your applications, Kubernetes provides long-term cost efficiency you may not be able to achieve with other architectures. Fear number 2, Kubernetes is too difficult to manage, too complex to deploy, maintain, troubleshoot. Is Kubernetes more involved than running a few VMs? Yes. Is it fundamentally more difficult than many common programming languages and frameworks? No. Languages like Python, JavaScript, and others have far more complex syntax and logic than Kubernetes configurations. With Kubernetes, component models like pods, containers, services, and ingress follow an intuitive pattern once you spend even a day understanding the concepts. After that initial learning curve, you have an extremely powerful and flexible system for deploying and operating your applications. Troubleshooting in particular becomes far easier once you have centralized visibility across all your containerized workloads. Fear number 3, Kubernetes is too confusing and will leave our developers stuck if the engagement ends. In reality, upskilling your developers and DevOps teams on Kubernetes is an investment that leaves you fully self-sufficient, not dependent on an external vendor. Any reasonably skilled DevOps engineer can become proficient in managing Kubernetes environments with some dedicated training, like knowledge-sharing sessions from IT Outposts. Managed Kubernetes services from cloud providers further reduce the operational burden, automatically handling upgrades without downtime in many cases. At its core, reluctance to adopt Kubernetes often stems from a fear of change itself. Of course, migrating from your current familiar systems to a cloud-native stack deployed and managed through Kubernetes represents a major transition, but it's one that puts your organization on a future-proof path for application deployments, scalability, self-healing infrastructure, and so much more. Our advice? Don't let irrational fears hold you back from supercharging your organization with industry-leading container orchestration. A shift to Kubernetes does require upfront work and investment, but the long-term benefits vastly outweigh any perceived risks or costs. An experienced DevOps partner like IT Outposts can guide you through this transition, busting any myths or misconceptions along the way. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. I was glad to share the latest news and ideas about DevOps with you. If you want to learn more about how to enhance DevOps practices in your business, be sure to check out the additional information in the description of this episode. Add We Talk DevOps to your favorites to not miss our future releases. And remember, every little automation brings us closer to greater achievements. This is Alex, and you've been listening to We Talk DevOps. See you soon.